Behind me, the Pacifico Yokohama Event Center. In there, the CP Plus 2023, one of the most interesting and also largest camera shows on the globe in the maybe homeland of photography here in Japan. So I had the chance to talk to Tamron about the state of Canon EOS RF lenses, supply chain issues due to COVID, and way more interesting stuff. So stay tuned and enjoy. So first of all, thanks for having us here at CP Plus 2023, and it's glad to be back after 3 years of COVID. Yes. And it's good to be back. So,
and nice to have this interview too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. Let's begin with a more personal question. So, what are your top 3 Tamron lenses or lenses in the Tamron lineup you have?
Well, in that case, of course, it is going to be the 28-200, the f2.8 to 5.6, the current new model. But also, I really like the original 28-200 that was introduced in 1991. That was the original 28-200 that we first brought into the market, and it was a great hit at that time. And today we were able to bring that into the mirrorless market as well, and I really like this lens. It has the fast aperture f2.8 starting, and I think that it's going to be a perfect solution for a lot of customers. And the next one, probably if I'm going to bring it up, of course it's going to be the 28-75, the 2.8. And of course it's the G2 that I like because it has more faster actuator and it reacts very fast and smooth. I really like it because of it. And of course the original one was a great hit, and a lot of people liked it. We really appreciate the chance that we really had.
It was a good price-performance lens, but really improved, especially in the image corners. The image quality improved a lot in the second generation.
Yeah, because we heard a lot of feedback from the customers, and depending on those feedbacks, we really started to think that, okay, there must be a change. So that's why we brought out this G2 model. And then we fixed those, the motor speed and everything. And of course, I must say, the current model, the 35-150, the f2.0, the starting. Originally, this lens, internally, we thought that, we're going to have trouble with this lens. We cannot sell this lens, but it came out great.
It became so popular so quickly and was sold out for months, I can remember. It was hard to get, but now it became much better.
Yes, we're very happy that a lot of people are looking for this lens, and still there are still customers waiting for this lens, and we really appreciate those people who are long waiting.
So when I look back in the DSLR days, so Tamron for me was really a brand which has some really nice fixed focal lengths, like the 90mm macro, or a little bit later the 45 and 85mm prime lens. So, but since mirrorless starts, you still have some fixed focal lengths, but really became more into good zoom lenses, like the 28-75 or the 35-150. So, why came it to those decisions, and why is the focus on zoom lenses?
Of course, the 90 macro was a great lens, and then Tamron is very well known because of that 90 macro lens. However, coming into the mirrorless, we wanted to change the market. We wanted to be different so that we can go into the market, because we are the last comer. I mean, those camera manufacturers already are in there and having those products. So we had to make the impact. So therefore, we came out with a zoom lens, and we came out with a unique zoom lens, so that the people will think, okay, what is it? Why 28, not 24? So, and then I think, that was a great move that we made. The result was the customer did accept the new 28-75. So since then, I think we were confident enough that the move that we are making is good enough. So we will concentrate on the zoom lenses, but of course we're not forgetting the 90 macro, and we want someday to be able to go into the fixed market as well.
Big shoes to fill. So it was such an important lens for Tamron's 90mm macro. In my impression, it has to be perfect when it came out.
Yes.
So it's tough.
Yes. The hurdle is very high for us, so
yeah, absolutely, it's a high bar.
Yeah.
You brought out the 2875, and it was maybe a risky decision because you missed some focal lengths in the wide angle, and it's a lens to be discussed, but it was really successful. So how was the customer reactions on more compact lens design?
I think from the feedback we have, we really appreciate it. The customer did understand our move, did understand that cutting off the 24 did make the lens compact and small and lightweight. And the result was as you see already. So I think it was a good way that we made that lens. Because we wanted to make it small and compact because the camera is getting small and compact. And how do we do it? Of course, we can do it the hard way. We can try and put all the technologies in there. But the price is going to go high, maybe higher than the original.
Yeah.
Then that's not going to work for us. So the decision was, okay, then why don't we cut the 24? Do we really need the 24? And finally the decision was, maybe it's not really needed. Maybe we can go with the 28 to 75. That was the whole decision and discussion.
Yeah. And it worked out well in the end.
Yes.
My point of view is, let's say for the 28 to 75, if I really want to do more wide-angle photography, like architectural, like landscape photography, I would pick a wide-angle lens additionally, like your wide-angle depth is 16 to 28? Like
it was a 17 to 28?
17 to 28, yeah. So I totally get it, and yeah, you were successful, so it was a good decision probably in the end.
Either way, people will keep 2 lenses or 3 lenses. They're not going to just stick on the standard lens.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter where we cut it and how we match it.
Yeah.
If we can provide at the end, we can provide the 3 lenses.
Yeah.
Wide angle, the standard, and the tele.
Yeah. So the Holy Trinity.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if it's from 17 to 35 or to 28 or to 24.
Yeah.
As long as it's a good
Yes.
range.
So we did already had in the plan originally to have these 3 lenses. So for us, it really didn't matter where to cut. We just wanted to make it compact and small so that the customer will be fulfilled.
I think it's also well appreciated that you have the same filter thread with 67mm on most modern Tamron lenses. So you just have to buy one set of filters and that's it. That's also very convenient and saves a lot of money. During the last couple of years, we came to CP Plus due to the Corona pandemic, but also there were huge supply chain issues, not just for Tamron, for the entire industry and especially camera industry. So nowadays, in the meantime, it feels like the situation became much better, but are there still some after effects?
Well, we are still struggling. I mean, the semiconductor is the most important part for us, and still the semiconductor shortage is there. And the news tells that the people are catching up, the manufacturers are catching up, but yet for the photography industry, that's not the matter yet. All the semiconductor that is made probably goes elsewhere, and we still are struggling, and we're trying hard to gather all the parts that we need.
So now the tough Canon RF, Nikon Z question. So lenses for Canon RF and Nikon Z have been a big topic for years in the business, actually since they launched the new camera systems. And fortunately Nikon Z became available, and it seems like you're having a good partnership with Nikon in that respect. So, and as I understand, that's by far not a Tamron issue, but can we expect, let's say, another mount in the not too distant future?
Well, it's a hard question, as you imagined already. Unfortunately, we cannot say anything that if it's going to happen or not, but we will consider. And of course, we will watch closely the market, what the market is demanding. We will watch closely and we'll make our decision.
Talking about markets, I heard this story and wonder if it's true that different regions, different countries have different preferences, in your case for lenses.
Yes.
Like, let's say, one region is more into macro photography in general, where others are more into telephoto zoom lenses and others are more into, I don't know, portrait, architecture, whatsoever. Is that true? And if so, does it impact your development or product planning?
Actually, no. Of course, the market has different preference. The Japanese market tends to have the trend in the APS-C. They're stronger. If you think about the global market, Japanese market has a stronger share with the APS-C. And if you look into different market, with Americas, they like the telephoto zoom lenses. And in the Europe, maybe roughly everything is averaged out. So each region do have their own preference, and we need to fulfill all those. One model we make, maybe it is more to the American market, but the next model we make might be more for the European market. So at the end, we will cover the whole world. So we don't really want to say that, okay, this model is going to be the American model and we're going to make it only for America. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We just do our research and we come out with a solution that, okay, everybody might be looking for this range. So even though America likes to have a telephoto zoom, maybe we can have a telephoto zoom with a little bit of a standard range. Then we can cover the America and we can cover the Europe at the same time. So that's the way we think. We don't really look into one market and make a lens just for the one market.
Best of both worlds.
Yes.
So thank you so much for taking time and having us here.
Thank you very much. It was great to have you too.
大石かしなかありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。